Hey guys, welcome back to another, what I'm going to call a weekly update from now on. We're a little bit late this week because me and John's been quite busy sorting out a load of tanks, getting them done. So there wasn't much changing this week. But now we've got towards the back end of the week. Well, I say back end, it's now Sunday. Because I don't do days off at the weekend, not proper days off. But when you love what you do, don't matter, does it? So yeah, so I just thought I'd start going through what we've got coming up this week. Not just this video, but I'll do another one during the week as well. We've got a lot of good projects coming through. So first of all, this is going to be John's little job this week. These have come through. It's like 200 odd of these. They're wood effect panels. I believe they're going on the top of the church building. So yeah, it's going to be a nice little project for John to learn on these, because they're all going to be hand laid or hand gelled, which is a bit alien to me for now, because we do obviously a lot of spray gelling now, but these are specifically to be hand gelled because that's what's been supplied. So yeah, so it's going to be a nice little project for John to learn on. He's done hand lay, obviously doing the tanks, but not as in products like this. So this is perfect. So yeah, we've got those coming through. They'll be coming through for the next 3 or 4 weeks, I'd say, because there's quite a lot to do. Then the next thing, I just thought I will point out, obviously we've got this lovely cabinet here from AGV and VM. And I did notice the other day, I thought, quite dusty on top of there, isn't it? Because, you know, it's a workshop, they get dusty. But, just to prove how good they are with that IP66 seal, because that is what we're going to be getting these tested at, which will be happening very soon. Look at that. Nothing. No dust. How good are they? So, yeah. They are all set to be tested. We want to do the IP66 testing, like I just said. They're going to pass it. I know they will, because we've had flowing water on them for, as Jay pointed out last time, 10 minutes, because I forget these things. At least 10 minutes, and then it was literally soaked, and it was dry as a bone. As you can see, if you check out the VM demonstration video of that, go check out the VM site for that, on the channel at least. What else we got to go through? So yes, the next one, I mentioned this last week, was this is the Bespoke bell curve project we've had come through. So all these parts are 3D printed, which Jay's enjoyed doing. Had a fun time doing them, haven't you?
Yeah, well, fun is an interesting word for it. New material makes it more difficult.
Yeah, so it wasn't just the material, was it? One of the problems we had was the spools that we were supplied were a little bit dodgy. So that failed a few prints here and there. They're not failed them, but it kept stalling it, so it took longer than we would have liked, which was out of our hands really. But it doesn't matter, we still got plenty of time to do the project anyway, got another week to get it out the door. So as you can see, it's all been printed separately. These are all, Jay's keyed it all in. You've got these little keys in there, very nicely done. He's an absolute pro. Look at that. So yeah, that's going to be all glued together. I'll drop in now the Scott Bader M105, because I absolutely love that adhesive. I can't recommend it enough. I haven't tried it on this plastic, but it glues GRP. So
it's nylon, by the way.
Is it nylon? Is it?
Nylon.
No, it's all plastics and it's a composite, isn't it? No, nylon not. I suppose not.
I'm not really sure on the
Glass
definition.
reinforced, isn't it?
It's glass reinforced nylon, yeah.
So Jay knows more about this thing. I just make them. So he's the expert on this. So it was him who done the research to find out the best material to print it. Because we were doing our PLA before.
We were, yeah.
And they, you know, because this has got to have a couple of parts taken off of it. So I wanted something a little bit more that's rigid, that's going to last a lot longer. So we want to try this one out. And funny enough, we found out from someone at JEC, what they were using.
Yeah, so it's the same material that a lot of like big moulds are being produced out of with those big printers, but obviously on a smaller scale.
Yeah. So but small scale doesn't matter. You just do what we've done here a little bit, glue them together, job done. So as you can see, it's the geometry on this. We would have had to get this done CNC somewhere, out of a block of foam or something, which, the lead time would have been months probably. I don't know what the lead time are in these companies at the moment, but I'm sure it's longer than we had. Because literally the job order come in like 3 weeks ago, and it had to be done within 4 weeks. So yeah, we're on week 3 now. So yeah, it need to get done. So yeah, we got to fill that, do all the filling of all the joins, prime it over. I don't believe it's got a gloss finish on this one. I need to check with them for that. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't really matter because this has the same finish as this, which is a matte finish. So see, that mould will be made. I'll gel coat it. Obviously, it'll be gelled in this grey, the same grey. We've colour matched it. Gel it, laminate all that. Let it go off, and then we're gonna get this. I'm gonna beta glue it around there because, like I said, the M105 is amazing stuff. That will then be onto there. As you can see, it fits the curve perfectly if I didn't knock it out of position. And then the plan is to laminate up onto there, completely laminate all this on. And then, as you can probably tell, there's two halves of it. They bolt together on the flange, and then I suppose wherever on site that bolts onto some big pipe, I would imagine. So yeah, that's quite an interesting, proper bespoke project, that, and I'm really, really pleased with what we've done with it because, you know, the whole idea behind how doing it was ours. We come up between the two of us. We come up with how we're going to tackle this one, didn't we? So yeah, Jay does help me a lot on some of these things. I won't lie, especially the 3D printing part of it, because well, I ain't got the time to be honest. I've got nothing to deal with. So yeah, we got all that. As you can see, we got the cabinet mould there. We're doing a few of those, getting those done. We've got a new one we're going to be doing as well. We're same cabinet, but we're going to be doing a first aid box one. So just different colour. It's not bespoke. Just because it's a different colour, it's not bespoke. Just saying. Like, so it's just a different variant. It's just going to have a different colour and a different sticker on it. And actually, it will be different because we're on about putting a shelf in it, which again, to stick with the IP rating, so there's no holes in the side, we've got an idea of how we're going to bond that on the inside using the beta glue. And even on the bigger cabinets that we do in the future, we're going to bond them because we know that beta glue will take some weight. I mean, I'm over 100 kilos. I was hanging off it when it's a professional test, obviously, but we literally had 2 bits of glass bonded together with this stuff. We got up to what, 60 kilos, wasn't it? 80 kilos with tins of gel coat hanging off it. Yeah, and I was like, let's put some more weight on it. So I literally hang off it, and the glue was fine. It was the fiberglass which is going to break first. So
yeah, we only used a tiny contact surface area as well, so it was very impressive.
Yeah, I'm not getting paid for this, but I absolutely love that stuff. Like, it's amazing. I never knew an adhesive could be so great. So I can't recommend it enough. I really don't. Not really can, not don't. I do recommend it. But then this is the last one of this order, all in RAL 3000. This hasn't been as easy as I'd hoped. Brushing spray red gel coat is a nightmare, which I had a feeling was anyway, because I've experienced it before. Hence why we made our design for the cabinets to avoid brushing the red gel coat. So I know there's other cabinet manufacturers out there which would have a nightmare with that because the spray gel in red is doable, but in their designs is not easy. So that's another advantage of the way that cabinet's been designed. So it's not a problem for us, obviously. But yeah, we got there in the end. There's been I won't lie, we've had a few scrappers on the top because I won't send out something which isn't good enough. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a nightmare on that front, but is what it is. Bit of a learning curve because, as you can imagine, spraying this down here into these channels on the mould, trying to get into here is a nightmare. But we figured it, we got there. Me and John got there in the end. John's now a pro sprayer, so he didn't bat an eyelid on it in the end. It's only the first 2 or 3 we had problems with. Once we got our head round it, like everything, once you figured it, it's fine, isn't it? So yeah, as you can see, this is number 313 of these out the door, which is quite a decent number, I suppose, over the last, I think, 2.5 years we've been doing them. About 2.5 years.
Sounds about
2 3/4, something like that. Yeah, not quite 3 years yet, but to do over 300 odd. It just shows, I mean, these are going to the same places that the cabinets would end up. So the environments these go in are the same as those. So if anyone wants to point out that, you know, they haven't got any approvals at the moment, well, these go to the same environment, so it just shows that those cabinets are more than good enough for oil rigs, offshore, you know, wherever. It's a no-brainer. So yeah, but yeah, I just thought I'd go mention what we're doing with these. As you can see, they look perfect, don't they? I know the customer's very happy with them, so have been for the last few years, obviously. They're even, in fact, I think they even criticised me being too much quality sometimes. Because it has been mentioned the other day that, you know, my quality is very high, so. But yeah, so that's what we're at the moment. Obviously, I want to make these videos a little bit more interesting. That's why I've left it a little bit longer, because otherwise Monday would have just been talking about, well, these and that's it. Because these are still in process. But yeah, there will be another video this week, because I want to show the process with this, with it being all polished up and ready to go. So yeah, I think that's about it for this one. Yeah, not much else. If you made it this far, as ever, please like the video, give it a share. It is going to be on YouTube now, because that's going to continuous thing. I want to do like proper videos, but it's a little bit longer as well. And I think it's probably about 7-8 minutes now, isn't it? 11. Oh wow, it is a long one. Yeah, it's not a TikTok video then. So yeah, I'll leave it at that then. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.